Hi, my name is Ryan Erickson and I am applying for tuba section leader. If there was one thing I could change about Gator Band, it would be the way the sections interact with each other. I feel like every individual section is their own certain little family, as opposed to us being a family of 360. I'm not a big fan of the dynamic between the sections, such as interacting in a way of, oh, well, I know people in my section, they're my brothers and sisters, but the other section's like strangers who don't know them by name. And this mindset comes from everything we do is section-based, such as sectionals during band camp and Monday night rehearsals, buses being based on sections going out together, and stuff like that. If anything I could change about Gator Band, it'd be the overarching mentality students have, and instead of it being me and my section, it's all of us in Gator Band. Overall, that would help the morale of rehearsals themselves. What I would do about recruitment. For recruitment to be as effective as possible, it needs to be as transparent as it can possibly be. Students, new and returning, need to have a complete understanding of what they need to commit to the organization to be a part of it. This includes any time or fees or anything like that need to pay. So what I would do is I would provide every single student that I would try to recruit back into the section or into the section for the first time as much information they could possibly have to know what they were doing, and I would assist them in creating a schedule around the organization and help them with time management, making sure they have every possible resource they have to make sure that they can do this and have a full commitment to the band, as well as convincing them to be a part of the organization by appealing to their emotions and talking about why they've done band in the past and promising them how next year will be better, guaranteed, as college is better than high school and we get better every single year, so it would be even better for the returners. An example of me being in a situation where I displayed leadership to my peers was the Orange and Blue game this past year. It was my first Orange and Blue game as I was a sophomore, and Ryan Truesdale and I were new section leaders, and Cole and Allie were the returning section leaders. Cole was homesick that day, and Allie was off doing KK Psi stuff, so Ryan and I had to run the section, including temporary uniform management, name tag distribution, and greeting all of the high schoolers on our own. And instead of the game being where returners section leaders will teach newer section leaders what to do, we were kind of thrown into the fire where it was just him and I figuring it out. And him and I were able to figure out everything we needed to do. We talked to other section leaders for advice, discussed with them what we needed to do, figure out exactly how to control the high schoolers for the day, making sure everything was running smoothly. And that day, him and I honestly, I feel that he displayed very great leadership that day because him and I were able to figure out what we needed to do with very little resources at our hand, not having either of our own returning section leaders to ask questions, but rather having to ask around the band and other section leaders to figure out what we were doing.